Welcome back to another video. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, and in today's video you'll be seeing one of my 3 lower body sessions for the week. I just wanted to touch on a couple of things before we get into the meat and potatoes of the workout. First being, in my dynamic stretching and warm-up routine, I have started to incorporate bodyweight lunges ever since I partially tore my hamstring, and I have fallen in love with them because they do help to warm up your whole lower body, that being your hips, knees, ankle joints, as well as just your quads, glutes, and hamstrings. So falling in love with that. But with that being said, I will hop in from time to time just to give some context on the exercises, but I'm just going to let the squat footage roll. Honestly, very happy with how back squat went. I'll just give you a couple of my biggest cues for back squat. Uh, I am actually trying to take my balls, or I guess your crotch area, and then sit that area straight down onto my ankles and keep that nice upright torso. Biggest thing for a lot of the key lifts is just about having a proud chest, whether that be like the RDLs that you're watching on screen right now, back squat, deadlift, a lot of hip hinging movements you definitely want to keep as proud of a chest as possible, or any movements that do incorporate a hip hinge, I should say. So that could be things like a bent over row, even things you just wouldn't think about. Just if you can apply having a big proud chest, it will definitely help you out. But now on to RDLs. Biggest things here, I'm more focused on form and tempo, 3 or 4 second eccentric phase, and then keeping that bar nice and tight against my shins. I am not looking to overload the exercise in terms of weight, but instead use it as a nice exercise to help build the posterior chain and hamstrings overall, and more focused on perfecting tempo and form with that. And now moving on to one of my other favorites that I've started to incorporate more recently is actually a retro lunge, I call it. I guess you could say it's a front foot elevated reverse lunge, but nevertheless, I like to have that front foot elevated in these lunge or in this lunge movement, as it does allow me to get a bit more range of motion, where usually your back knee would be hitting the ground already if you were in just a flat ground lunge, whether that be reverse or stepping forward. And with that, biggest thing I'm focusing on here is keeping the same tempo. These do really hurt if you are loading them correctly, and focusing on putting all of the weight you can in that front foot and just using that back foot as a guide so you don't fall or get out of control with the movement. So just want to be nice and smooth, maintaining a nice marching tempo, almost you could say. So on to just basic hamstring curls. Biggest thing here is you want to try and push your pelvis into the pad and not move as much as possible. And then also I'm just thinking about firing up at the bottom and then having a nice eccentric phase. Honestly, moves a bit faster than I would like now watching the video, but nonetheless, that's why just having video review on your lifts can be a great tool to use and something that I definitely would recommend you incorporate. People aren't going to look at you weird in the gym for recording. Trust me, don't even worry about it. Uh, Definitely a judgment free zone. And here you will actually see me stretching after my set of hamstrings, and I started doing this after I sustained my hamstring injury because a lot of hamstring exercises, especially the curl variants, you're actually shortening your hamstrings, which can put you or make you susceptible to injury and stuff. So just trying to stay away from that as much as possible and really build the hamstrings. So stretching definitely can't hurt after a set. Obviously, you don't want to stretch for too long that it's actually taking away from your stretch reflex in your hamstrings. But nonetheless, definitely think it could be a good thing to incorporate if you do have tight hamstrings after doing hamstring curls and stuff and keep you away from having any of those injuries. And last but not least, incorporating some core movement into the day is just hanging leg raises, one of the few core movements that actually do coupled with planks. Uh, but just 4 sets of 8 there. Biggest thing, trying to focus on not swinging at all in the exercise and just really having a nice big range of motion to stretch out the abs and make sure I hit from top to bottom. And with that being said, that pretty much will conclude the workout on screen right now. You're just seeing a bit of a stretch and cool down. Just love to incorporate that as well. Just be healthy and is a good way to aid in recovery as you go forward, especially having 3 leg sessions a week and can be quite a bit, especially at the volume I do train at. But nonetheless, with that being said, hopefully you guys did go on to enjoy the lower body video and got something out of it. Definitely save it and try it out for yourself and let me know how it goes in the comment section below. But with that being said, have a awesome day, and I will catch you guys in the next one.